Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and fans of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live! Woo! Having a big party. Audio's on. Everything good? We don't have to do this again. Yep. Okay. Check. Thank you, Phantom Panic. Appreciate it. Now, Chris Rollins is in again for Dana Williams, who is out. He's got a very bad ear infection, and he's on tour with his band Diamond Rio. How you doing, Chris? Thanks for stepping in.
I am doing good, man. Doing good.
Great. You looking good? Teeth shiny? That's great.
A little sunburn today.
How old are you, man?
35.
35. Got the teeth of a 20-year-old. Check me out. Ah, yes. Nice and gray. Fantastic.
Can you do like the little ding?
Oh, yeah. You want one of those?
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Joe, wait, hold on.
Ready?
Okay, hold on. We're good. And go. There you go. Very nice. Okay, so on the show today, here's the big, huge, humongous show that you're about to see. Our guest tonight, the Koch brothers. They are way over there in Europe somewhere. Is that Sweden?
Yes.
And one brother is in Sweden, the other one is in Norway. And I think it's going to be 8 p.m. tomorrow their time. So thanks for hanging out with us for that. They are race drone flyers, and I'm going to ask them, how in the world can I fly this? I have a race drone, but I flew it once, broke the camera, and now I really need help. Now, I know they're not going to fly over here and help me, but if you're a race droner and you're nearby, please help me. I'll make a video with you. It'll be fun. And I've got a prize. I got a Mavic prize pack from freewell.com. Thank you very much. Lots of guests. We're going to talk about the Autel Evo, and one of our viewers was shot 8 times with an AK-47 and lived. Now, this didn't happen last week. It happened in 1994. But he's got a great story, and he's awesome. You may have seen his name in the chat rolling by, and we'll reveal who that is in just a little bit. But first, it's the company that keeps the lights on. It's the Cadillac of processed meats. It's Pigeon Jerky, everybody.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky.
Yeah.
The Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky.
All right.
Pigeon jerky.
Don't you know?
And you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
Yeah.
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
All right.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky.
The Cadillac of processed meat. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, Chris, do you have anything for us before we move on and bring Jeff in for the news?
No, I bought a car today with no AC, so that was a little bit of a rough morning. Lots
really?
of fun though. Yeah, I got this nice suntan line there as I was.
Is that a trucker tan, like just from on the one arm?
Yeah, it's half the neck and then the left arm. Yeah.
Nice. And hats off to the truckers, man. We really appreciate you. Like Mel, 400 AGL. He's a truck driver.
Bringing the drones to us.
Absolutely. Yeah, he delivers the drones. Actually, he delivers medical equipment, but same thing. So Dana has a message for everyone. Here he is right now. There's Dana right there. We hit the play button here.
This is Dana here. Sorry I'll be missing tonight, but I happen to be in Bozeman, Montana right now, and playing tonight and leaving and heading to the great state of Utah, and then Wyoming, and then South Dakota. So sorry. Hopefully I'll be there next week. I got to look at the calendar first, but happy droning. Be safe, and I'm going to try to drone some out here because I got the air with me, baby. Oh, yeah.
He says that all the time, though, doesn't he? See, I'm gonna drone out here wherever I am. He visits all these great places because he's a traveling musician.
He's just doing famous people stuff.
He's doing famous people stuff.
Just famous people.
And
well, I noticed. I think you're his crutch, man. You are being his enabler because he's with you, and I don't see him doing anything himself.
Right. Well, hopefully when he
It's time
returns,
for you to drop the ball.
you know, this whole live thing,
Yeah.
this was his idea.
No kidding. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Thank you, Dana. Appreciate it. And does he get any of the super chat money?
No.
Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, let's go to our newsroom.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
All right, in the newsroom, it's all the stuff you'd ever want to know about drones. Jeff Sills in the newsroom. What's happening, buddy?
Well, this week has just been crazy. So first of all, everybody get a chance, go out, look at the news feed. There is a ton of stuff in there. We're never going to be able to cover it all here, so we'll just pick some of the fun ones for you. Ken, do you ever think about going surfing? Do you ever need or have the feeling to go surfing?
Not ever, not once.
Are you sure? I mean, because, you know, you're a drone guy.
Yeah.
And probably be a nice thing to be able to use your drone and go surfing, right?
What is this?
If I didn't have a busted back, maybe. Yeah, check this out. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this fake? Is it fake?
It is not fake. It is an Autel drone that is used by free fly systems, demonstrating that they are able to pull a surfer. The only little side effect is that they have to have a run up to get the motion going.
Right.
So the drone can't just pull him directly out of the water, but he goes a long way.
Isn't that cool, though?
Dang,
I mean,
that's cool.
imagine you're on the beach or on the lake somewhere and you see that going by. That's awesome.
Pretty
Now,
cool stuff.
Is this the same company that built that one for Casey Neistat, the big one that he did over Christmas?
You know, I don't know. I'd have to go and look and see whether or not Alta did that one.
Is that
They
the
look
one that
very similar.
when he was dressed up as Santa Claus, it lifted him off the ground?
Right. Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah,
it
that
looks,
thing.
It looks a lot like that one.
Man, that
Well,
just
free fly
looks fun.
systems did
Gosh,
it.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
it is awesome. So what's next there, buddy?
Well, this week, of course, has been lots of drone news from new products and stuff. I know that you're talking about some of the new stuff today, but the Parrot released their Anafi drone, which has been all over the place. I think I've seen like hundreds of YouTube videos for this thing. It's actually a pretty impressive little drone.
Yeah.
And it has some unique capabilities that Parrot have brought to the market that I think will finally challenge DJI to possibly release something new.
Okay, yeah, it looks cool.
Is it
The-
folding?
It folds, and the other thing is the camera it's a 3 gimbal camera, 2
Three
gimbals, 3-axis camera, but 2 axes are mechanical, 1 axis is digital, and the camera can go vertical 90 degrees straight up.
That's cool.
So you can
So you can film the underside of bridges.
Yeah.
check
Yeah.
out some of the YouTube videos of it. The video footage I've been seeing taken from the drone is really impressive.
And by the way, 400 AGL, thank you so much. Super Chat starter fee. Y'all pay up your dues now. By the way, there are several people that aren't allowed to Super Chat anymore. Oh, Lloyd Mendenhall, thank you so much for Ken's hair product. I don't use any product. I mean, look how natural I am.
How insulting.
I do a little coloring. I do a little gray coloring because without it, it would be jet black. So here's a list of the just a few people that aren't allowed to super chat anymore. I am Wedge. You've given too much money, so stop. Mel 400 AGL. No more. I'm sorry. Anybody else you could think of?
I don't know, but I'll give them all my PayPal. So.
Oh, if they feel like they are compelled to give money, just don't give it to me. Give it to Chris.
Right. Exactly. I will
Okay.
let someone be a blessing if that's what they feel their
Let
calling
them.
is.
We'll let you be a blessing. Wonderful. That is such a Texan thing to say. Bless your heart. By the way, Ralph Woodard, thank you. Love your show, Ken. Keep up the good work. Awesome. Thank you, Ralph. Appreciate it. You are allowed to continue to super chat, Ralph. What does that mean? Okay, so we're doing the news. What's next?
So you're a motorcycle aficionado as well as a drone pilot. So one of the things I wanted to cover was the Isle of Man motorcycle rally is coming up soon. And this year, the CAA has banned the use of drones at the Isle of Man. to prevent any interference with emergency or filming that's going on during the races and practice.
Oh, come on. Gee whiz.
Have you seen how many people die at that event? It's
Yeah, we got to get it on
pretty
film. No. Wow.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And also, Ken, I think you have some video of the USGS. These guys decided that the Kilauea volcano, they wanted to actually use a drone to do two things that were really impressive. They wanted to trace the lava flow from the origin all the way down to the coast. But then they also wanted to take the drone and do something that you couldn't really do with a helicopter, which was to put the drone over the flow, keep it stable and in one place, and then start calculating the speed of the flow.
Wow.
They're able to use the data from the drone to determine how soon they need to warn people.
Yeah, look at this. Look at that house there. Imagine that's your house, and you go to let the dog out in the backyard, and it's like, oh, here, Skippy. No, we can't go out. I'll let you out the front. What the heck? Can you, if you're in Hawaii, can you get lava insurance?
Yeah.
You have a volcano insurance? That's gotta
Yeah,
be a
volcano.
thing.
Look at that. Look at those poor people.
Do you think they've told these people? You think that's close enough?
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh. That's like a river. That's absolutely like a river.
That's the Earth barfing up new Earth. That is.
What's really deceptive, though, is that if you go online, there's a website that shows the lava flow from a distance on a map versus I guess the whole island. And surprisingly enough, it's not that big. It's only affecting a very small area. So that was pretty impressive that they were able to use the drone for that survey. The last thing I got for you guys this evening, and this is going to impact Ken, because drones have revealed the Heron's nesting secrets.
By the way, Jeff Baker, you're no longer allowed to the super chat. The return of Pun Thursday. How much does a Pirate Bay pay for corn? A buccaneer. Wow. I'll give your money back if you don't ever tell a joke again. And then who was it? There was somebody else before that. It was I can't. How do I scroll? Mark Rogers. Thank you, Mark Rogers. To feed the pigeons and donate a set of eyes to someone who wants them. Well, that's nice. Everybody's so giving. I'm sorry. Go on. What were you saying, Jeff?
Well, I was talking about the Heron nesting secrets that have been leaked on the internet because of drones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they've been using drones to study the nesting areas for the heron birds, and they've discovered that because the drones are able to get to places that most people can't, that the population that they thought was going away or was diminishing is actually double what it actually is, because the drones are now able to see the herons in areas that they never thought that they were nesting.
So you're saying, Jeff, that there are more herons than they thought. So what you're saying actually is the more herons, the better.
Well, and see, if you think about it, there's an ebb and flow to this. Your YouTube subscribers have increased, and the heron population has increased. So there's
is there a
formula.
correlation?
Yeah.
Absolutely not, but thank you.
Mind blown.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to have you stick around, Jeff, for a second, because I know you'll enjoy this, and I've got so many guests to get to. Of course, the Koch brothers, really great brothers who fly race drones, and their footage is amazing. We've got Brian Siskind, who crashed his Inspire 2, and there's horrible pictures and a great story. And Ken, the original Dobo, he'll be on to talk about the Autel Evo, and of course our secret viewer who was shot 8 times by an AK-47 and lived to tell about it. Yeah. So this past, just yesterday, in fact, I went to Birmingham, Alabama, and I went to the Southern Museum of Flight. And I didn't have a chance to edit all of this yet because I'm still working on it. It's probably enough for a 3-part series, but they let me have so much access. Rick Halber no longer allowed to super chat. You're one of the ones that keeps keeps paying for the show, even though it's free. A little something to put some gas in your car and make more great videos. Thank you so much. Yes, when I went to Birmingham, I drive a rotary car, and it's fun, but it gets like 11 miles a gallon. It's horrible, but it's worth it. So anyway, I went to the Southern Museum of Flight. They gave me full access inside. I flew my drone in the hangars.
What?
Yeah, inside with all the millions of dollars. I flew right over planes. They're like, sure, go ahead. I'm like, really? Yeah, go ahead. I'm like, okay. So I did that.
He messaged me and told me he was doing this. I was so jealous.
Yeah. And I even had access to some of the really amazing exhibits. For instance, they let me actually sit inside. Dennis Lovelady, thank you so much. $20 super chat. You are allowed 2 more super chats. And then that's it. You're cut off. He let me sit in a 1970s era Soviet Hind gunship.
Oh,
And I'll share a little bit of that video right now with you. It's amazing. Check this out. It was so fun.
But that's a Hind gunship. Now, the same version is flying today for Putin in Syria. And that's called the Mi-35. It's an upgraded version of this. But this is 1971 right here. Are close to that date. This is the gunner position. This is the pilot position. The gunner gets in from this side. The pilot gets in from the other side. And I can open the pilot's door for you on the other side and let you do something super rare if you'd like to.
Super rare?
Would you like to sit in it?
What?
Would you like to sit in it? Now,
Yes,
many
I
people.
would. Yes, I
Now, here's how you do this. Are you ready?
do. Yeah.
Your right hand here.
Right?
Your right foot here. Your left hand here. You stand up with your right leg. Your left foot goes right here.
Right.
Then as your left foot pushes up, reach and grab that handle.
And that's all the time we have. Wow, okay. Okay, foot there. Hand here.
Correct.
Here like that, like monkey.
Right.
Grab this one. Don't step on the gauges.
Yes, sir.
Go in there. And then, oh wow. Oh wow. Oh. See, this is what I was talking about. You can smell the history. You can smell like the fuel and the age of it. This is awesome. Thank you so much, Charlie.
And
This
while
is-
you're there, let me tell you, have you
Yeah.
ever seen the movie or read the book Charlie Wilson's War?
yes.
This helicopter is that, and that painting is that. This helped break the Soviet Union.
Can I shut this a little bit?
Yes, you can, right here.
Right there. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. So I'm in here. Oh my God. So my tail gunner, not my tail gunner. The gunner's up there, and then let's see what's in the back here. What's back there?
That was designed to hold 15 fully armed soldiers. The Russians believed they should be able to carry soldiers in their gunships. America did not. America made a gunship to be a gunship. And then made troop transports to be troop transports.
Yeah.
The Soviets wanted one in both.
Ah,
That's why it's so big, really.
thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm gonna have to stay here because I can't climb out now. You're gonna have to call the fire department.
I'll have to call Wayne. He won't be pleased. I'll call Wayne.
How about that? Wasn't that fantastic?
That is amazing.
And they gave me access to the whole entire museum. Even went into the workshop where they're working on an SR-71 Blackbird.
They're keeping one going.
Well, no, they're
this is-
they're preparing it to be an exhibit in the museum.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
Yeah,
those are amazing planes. They really
yeah.
are.
I was very
That's
lucky
awesome.
to have access. So, got so many people to bring in, but please stand by, you guys. But I do want to mention that, as a YouTube channel grows, did I miss any super chats during that
I am
whole thing?
Wedge.
I am Wedge. I told you I am Wedge. No bad. Anybody got a rolled up newspaper? I'm gonna hit him on his nose. I'm super chatting. The man is making me stop. Thank you very much, I am Wedge. So as a YouTube channel grows, mo subscribers, mo problems, I guess. right? I got a cease and desist order from a global company about 2 of my videos. Leg of work, 20 pounds. You can split this with Dana if you want. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yes. Okay. Now you're just interrupting me. 400 AGL. That's rude to interrupt me with money. That is really rude. But thank you so much. No, I just did that to spite.
What a terrible problem.
I know. 400 AGL. I'll show you.
I wish I had that problem.
Look, I have no hands. Thank you so much, Mel. So yes, I made a couple videos, and do you remember my and you know I like puns? Well, I did a couple videos where I did, instead of consumer reports, I did consumer reports.
Oh,
right?
No.
Well, I get a letter, and I'm gonna need different music for this. You ready? And by the way, AVN1CS $2 super chat. Thank you. That volcano is really interrupting Hawaiians. Yes, it is. All right, so I have special music for this lawyer letter. Am I allowed to share it? Should I share it? Probably not.
I feel like you should, yeah.
But I'm gonna. Okay, here's the lawyer music. Dear Mr. Heron, my name is Shamil Shalman, and I am an Associate General Counsel of Consumer Reports Incorporated, the nonprofit consumer product testing and advocacy organization that publishes blah blah blah. We recently learned that you are presenting videos on your YouTube channel that use the name Consumer Reports and display a logo that mimics the Consumer Reports logo that is protected by our currently active federal trademark registration number blah 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 blah. As you are undoubtedly aware, Consumer Reports owns common law and registered trademarks with the words Consumer Reports and blah blah, and then they list all these numbers and legalese and everything. We strongly suggest that you cease and desist using this and bloody blib, and if you don't reply within 10 days, we're gonna break your kneecaps and all this stuff. And so that's
Italian
that.
friends are gonna come over and say hello.
Yeah, so I did respond within 10 days. In fact, I responded within 10 minutes. Would you like to hear what I responded with?
Very much so.
Is it safe to use on the internet?
Yes. So they didn't want me to use Consumer Reports because it confused everybody with Consumer Reports, and they didn't appreciate my pun. So here's what I replied. Hey, Camille, no problem, and thanks for your concern. I will discontinue using my punny version of your logo. I certainly didn't mean to confuse anyone. I appreciate you making this connection with me. I will, of course, conform to your request. I have disconnected the video of which you speak. However, I must confess, I wouldn't have thought that my contemporary homage to your great institution would cause such controversy. Under no condition will I configure any more logo constructions, as I consider myself a consumer. So, in conclusion, I appreciate the email. I will now consult with my partners and let them know we have conducted ourselves professionally as to avoid any unpleasant consequences. A good day.
You know, there are times, Ken, that I just want to hug you, and that would be one of them.
Well, I got a reply. You want to hear?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Very much.
Dear Ken, thank you for your prompt response and your cooperation in this matter. That's it. That's it. Nothing. No, hey, that was funny, or, you know, I appreciate your puns. Nothing. Just legal speak, blah de blah. So anyway, so that's that.
That's why you don't see many lawyers, you know, moonlighting as stand-up.
That's right. Yeah, not a lot of. I'm sure there's lawyers out there with senses of humor, but not in this case. Anyway, so if you know those videos had already run their course, and
yeah.
Oh, Justin McGarry, thank you. Keep up the good work, Ken. $10 super chat. Thank you. Okay, so all right, we gotta get to these people because I apologize. We're already going to be late with everybody, so let's very quickly bring in Brian Siskind. Let's bring in our buddy Brian. I'm gonna have it in the hand, and I got this. Here's what I play with Skype. Now you guys can talk amongst yourselves if you want. Like
Ready Set Drone said, "I can't stop laughing." Nice, Kelly.
Let's bring in. Oh, Ready Set Drone is watching.
Yeah.
Okay, I got something just for him. Jeff, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to you. That's too much for Skype. Okay, bye. Well, that was rude. Oh, that just happened so quickly. Okay.
A lot of me there.
Hey.
Just fun.
Hey. Okay, now I gotta hit. Hey. There we are. Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Siskind.
All right, what's happening?
Hey. Now this is the guy who crashed his Inspire 2, and we're gonna talk to you in just a minute. But I have to do something for Kelly. Ready, Set, Drone. And while I go over here for just a minute, here's Chris with a joke.
Really? That's okay. Well, I don't have any jokes for you guys, but I would just like to tell you that I'm very honored to be here. I really feel that from this little step, I feel like that I will transition into the lead role here eventually, where I'm allowed to control the volume of every guest that we have. Ken, right? Because that's the thing you're telling me. You get to control the volume.
Sure. All right. Now, just for Kelly, ladies and gentlemen. Hey! All right. Fantastic. I told him I'd wear his shirt. I don't think he thought I still had it, like I lost it or something. But there you go, Kelly. Thank you so much for your support of the channel and everything. And now here's Chris to tell another joke while I take it off. Just kidding. I'm gonna leave it on.
Son of a-
All right. So Brian, Brian,
Ken,
you are a very unusual person in the drone community. I have to say, very artistic. Brian's drone work, and I'm trying to find some clip I have. Tell them about yourself and what you do while I find it.
Well, I'm one of these people that just is really inspired by the capabilities of drones and what can be done. And I think that for everybody, there's sort of a visual language that's kind of expanding and just in the same way that when cameras were invented, people thought, well, I'll just take a portrait because that's what people thought to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then somebody thought, well, maybe I'll take a picture of a landscape. And then eventually things became abstract and all sorts of art forms and all this. So I kind of see drones as the same opportunity. It's a new medium. There's endless possibilities with it. And so I try to stretch the boundaries a little bit, but do cinematography and that kind of thing, and then also make all the scores and the soundtracks as well for the films that I make.
Yeah, and you work closely with some artists in Nashville, and I'm going to show your video here. Maybe you can tell people what this is about here. This is Brian's video here.
Yeah. So this is an old grain silo. Ken, you shot this. We met out here 1 year ago about this time.
That's right.
In fact, you flew the Inspire 2 that is now sitting next to me in shame. But it wasn't your fault. It was mine. But anyway, so this is Guido Van Helten. He's an Australian muralist. He comes to communities, meets the locals, and then sort of memorializes longtime residents. In this case, Lee Estes, 92-year-old resident of our neighborhood, on a 200-foot grain silo. So he's got this incredible skill to paint in this way. And so, what a perfect, way to finally capture something with a drone that's never been able to be captured in such a way before.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. But you'd think with all the money you pay for that Inspire 2, it would have shot in color. Just a shame. So no,
Yeah.
that's really very well done. And
That was awesome.
yeah.
Well, so Ken, I want you to know that you're the only person that I ever let fly that drone as long as it lived.
Really? Is it possible that I rubbed off some bad luck juju on it, and a year later, no, okay.
Very
Entirely possible.
Okay.
But yeah, so like real quick, it's funny that you asked me to come on to tell this story, but I think it's a little bit interesting, and I always try to do or be as sort of educational or mindful as possible, and try to help people understand the dangers of this, and it's easy to forget. So that you often hear like most car accidents happen within 1 mile of your house. This was one of those kind of things where it was.
And while you're talking, I'm gonna show some pictures of
okay
the remains.
Yeah,
So,
anything but my face is fine. So I was flying around just testing something. There was somebody out in front of my studio here, right by that silo that you see in the film, and they were flying an FPV racing drone, and I was sort of talking with them, and they wanted to see the Inspire. So I just kind of went in and grabbed it, right? And this is one of those moments where it's almost like getting the car real quick. Like I'm just going right down the street. I'm not going to put my seatbelt on, kind of thing, right?
How much is that lens worth?
That's the kit lens. So I guess it's probably worth $500 or something.
Oh, is that all?
But I'll sell to you right now that one for $100.
Will you sign it?
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. No, that's a shame, man. I'm really sorry that happened.
No, so it's one of those things where I just caught up. I have a crystal sky display. It was totally in line of sight. I wasn't that far away, but it was just one of those very thin sort of like DSL cable type lines that I just didn't see, and I got hung up in it. And I tried carefully to sort of maneuver out because it was stuck. And then once it caught, it came down, and that was it. And insult to injury is that my DJI Care Refresh had just expired.
Oh no.
Been there.
And I wanted to mention, to anybody that's looking to do that, to keep their DJI Care Refresh alive, they have a very you have to do this very particular sort of verification video that they ask you to do that's pretty painful. And I honestly just had been putting it off because I didn't have the time to make this 10-minute one-shot Alfred Hitchcock rope-esque beautiful video that they need to validate all the functionality of the drone. So it was just one of those things where it was like, oh, did that actually lapse? Like, oh yes, that actually had lapsed. So I have a business. I shoot a lot of production and other things, and so I've got another one here. But here I'll show you.
Yeah, show us the.
This is the this is.
Let me get this bigger for people to see
it's
here.
just sort of. Yeah, there. I'll set up a laptop on the ground here. So yeah, look at this. It's just it's a sad facsimile of what it once was, but fixable possibly. So we'll just see. But I still can't even get some of these props off because it just sort of fixed on there.
That's a real shame. I'm sorry that happened to you. But so what are you gonna do? What's you gonna get it fixed? What are you gonna do, man?
Yeah, I think I'll take it to Vivid Aerial here, which I know that those guys. See what they can do. And you know what? It'll be another. Here's the other.
I can hear that. Is that a helicopter? Chris is like, the chopper.
Yeah, that's right over me right now.
Well, they found you. I'm gonna have to let you go so that you can run from the police. But I wish you the best of luck. Everybody feels your pain.
Yeah,
and,
it's not a question of if, but when, and everybody should be prepared for that. Don't let your coverage lapse, and worse things happen to people. So, and nobody got hurt, no property damage, no FAA incident report required. Could have been a lot worse.
That's true. People have lost drones in the water, and then they're just left standing there with the controller in their hand. And they're like, what now? At least you have parts. So
yeah,
thank you very much.
You mentioned last week. Yeah, no problem, man. You guys take care.
And now I'm gonna let the jingle singer sing you out.
All right. I'm glad I did something inspiring enough to get on your show.
Ah, jeez. Okay, here's the jingle singer.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
All right, fantastic. No, that was smooth. All right, so he hung up.
That was heartwarming.
Whoops, nope, no, that's the one. Okay, we're gonna have to really hustle and bustle through here. I apologize for the other 20 people that are standing by, and I've got really cool video to share. Plus, somebody's going to win this freewell.com Mavic Pro prize pack that includes a tablet mount,
Nice.
and
very handy.
a remote control monitor hood, yeah, and a freewell.com T-shirt. Plus, I'll throw in
Money.
a hat for me. Yeah, and now I'm hold on a second here. I'm getting a little warm, so I'm gonna have to take this off if you don't mind, ladies.
If there's children watching, please remove them from the room. Wow. I can't believe I'm getting to be here for this.
You have
Ken.
mixed feelings. I know you're feeling feelings that you've never felt this way before.
It's a
Okay.
stirring of something.
All right. So who do we bring in next? Let's bring in. You want to hear about the Autel Evo?
I kind of do.
Yeah.
I kind of do.
Have you heard good things about it, Chris?
I have heard of it.
Okay. I hear it's orange. Is that true? Is it orange?
It's not the waterproof one. Am I
don't-
thinking of the wrong thing?
I don't know. Let's bring in Ken, the original Dobo.
Hey.
And I gotta hit that one. Then do that. This is the fun part, isn't it?
Well, I like how you're making sound effects for something that I can't see you do.
Right. Hey, everybody. It's Ken,
Hey, what's going on, guys?
the original Dobo. And by the way, everybody that's on tonight, there's a link to their channel in the description. Check out Brian's channel. And also check out Ken's channel. Now, Ken, you were lucky enough to get the new Autel Evo. How did this happen, and what do you think about it, sir?
Well, I've obviously been absolutely psychotic about getting the drone. So it was funny. I made a video about the best places where you can purchase the drone, and one of those companies liked what I put out there, and they said, "Hey, do you want the drone?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Okay, it's $999. How would you like to pay?" I said, "Okay." Well, getting it's half the battle, so I paid them the money, and they sent it early. We weren't supposed to post any videos until it was actually released. There was an NDA, and a bunch of distributors decided they weren't going to listen to that, and they broke the NDA. And I said, well, screw it. I'm not going to be the last one to this party, so I said I'll post my videos, because they're like filming stuff like how you film Snapchat. Everything's all like portrait. I'm like, what is this? It looks terrible. So I decided to release the video, and then I asked Autel if it was cool, and they said, yeah, go ahead.
That's weird that they would sell you a drone that you're not allowed to make videos of yet. That's weird.
Yeah.
I was under an NDA, basically, under that person, with the respect that we weren't going to post any videos, and I was totally fine with that. I didn't want to be in trouble with Autel. Obviously, didn't want to get in trouble with the distributor, and basically, other people broke protocol first, and the distributor reached out to Autel and said, "Yo, this isn't fair. They're promoting this distributor breaking the NDA. What about me?" And they basically gave everybody, it was the green light. So
okay, so you got the video out and you've used it. Very quickly, what do you think of the thing? And be honest. Be honest.
So here's my thought right now. If somebody said to me, is this worth $1,000 today? I would say no. And I would say no only because the software is not complete. We have horizon tilt issues right now with the drone. It's impressive. It's impressive at the immediate moment. Like, it's impressive with the quality that you can shoot 60 frames per second. Here's my hand, here's the drone. So it's fairly small. It's compact like the Mavic. It feels a little bit more substantial. Like, when you pull it apart, it doesn't creak and crack. It's very well built. And also, when you look at a drone and you think, well, if I break this, how easy it to repair? There's a lot of screws, and it just looks easy to take apart. I'm not going to take it apart because I'm not that ballsy, but it looks like it'd be easy to repair. So
can you unfold it for us real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So to unfold it, it's pretty straightforward. You just unfold the front first, then it comes down straight down, and there you go.
Hold it up a little bit. There's a screen there.
So there you go.
There, right there. Okay.
Very nice.
Huh. And can we see the camera?
So, and then the gimbal is right here.
Yeah.
And let me try to get it out there. So it's a pretty robust gimbal. The only problem I have is you can see the camera wants to just face down. So when you're wanting to put your gimbal guard back on, it's sort of a pain in the neck. But I mean, the gimbal is much, much beefier than what you find on the Mavic. Now, you'll see, I'll try to show it here, the axis here, and you'll notice that that third axis is actually built into the lens. So if
the lens is on a tilt.
How do you feel about that?
I think this is the problem with the horizon tilt that we're seeing, because the way this lens is, and when I first flew it, like, people were jumping on me because they're like, "Oh, you're not articulating what you're seeing very well." because I was in utter disbelief. I'm looking at the lens. I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah.
So when you look closer at the lens, it almost looks like you can pop it to do like portrait, like how the Mavic does. But it
You
doesn't
can turn it sideways.
Yeah, but it doesn't quite go that far. So they definitely have to tweak it. You can adjust the roll from the software, but the problem is as soon as I reboot the drone, the settings are gone. I found that -2 works really well at correcting the horizon tilt. If we get the tilt worked out, then it's perfect. But right now they have to get the tilt worked out before anybody should even
Okay,
have it.
And it looks kind of heavy. How's the battery life on it?
So the battery life is pretty impressive. I've been getting about 25 and a half minutes of flight time before I have to smack return to home. If you really want to push it, you can negate the prompts even further and get it to go further. I mean, it's not recommended. Obviously, when it's telling itself it wants to come home, let it do its thing. But that's probably the biggest handicap is the battery too. Trying to get this out, I don't know if they thought about this much, but the release for the battery is up top. So I have to press the release and I want you to watch this. You sort of see that. It takes a little bit of force to get it out. It's not a big deal.
You're going to break something.
The drone went with that battery.
Say that again?
Half the drone disappeared when you took the battery out.
Exactly. It's a big battery. It's 4,300 milliamp hours on the battery.
Well, I guess, they wanted to make sure that the battery wasn't going to come loose like it did.
Oh, it's not coming loose. I can
there's
on
the Karma.
Yeah, on the Karma. By the way, Tom from TTT Tom's Tech Time is in the chat.
Here?
Yeah, he's here. Hello, Tom. And
what's up, buddy?
Hey, golf clap for Tom. And he said he doesn't like the color.
So I wish they had it in a black version. I'm a big black, fan. I like matte black everything, and I would think that would be awesome. I hope some companies put out some skins because it would be pretty straightforward to put a skin, to cover up the orange. I can tell you, a drone this small, it doesn't matter what color it is, you're going to lose it as soon as it gets, a mile out. So it doesn't really matter what color it is.
Now, most importantly, how is the video?
Yeah.
So
oh, there's a pause there. Tell us how you really feel.
So, and I'll take a lot of hate. I've been fielding a lot of positive and negative, vibes from the video. The video would be great if there was no tilt in the horizon. It would be great. It would be fantastic if I didn't have to calibrate it every time I flew it. I have to calibrate it and I have to sit there. So the average person wants to take this drone, take it out of the box, and just fly it. Now, to put a big caveat on everything before everybody jumps all over me, the software is still in beta. It can be in beta all the way up until release day, and that's totally fine. And if they fix it before release, everything I'm saying now is null and void.
So are you going to, by the way, Tony Clevenger, of course, work calls in the middle of the show. I'm sure it's a great one, though. Lol. Thank you, Tony. So Ken, are you going to return it?
No, I'm not going to return it. I think I'm going to sell it for double when people realize they're not available anywhere.
There you go.
No, I'm not going to return it. I think it's a cool drone. I think the coolest part of the drone is actually the controller. This thing is actually pretty cool. You can fly the drone without anything, and we'll let it boot up here. So it's got an OLED display in here. It's pretty interesting. So when the drone is actually not connected to a phone, your OLED display can display all of your telemetry data. You can get a visual of the camera, and it works just as well as anything else. You don't get any of the smart flight modes when it's in this section here, but it works good, and it's
what's the range? What's the range on it? And then we'll have to let you go.
So they're saying it's 4.3 miles. I'm going to do a range test Friday night, and I'm going to push it out, and if it doesn't come back, well, there's that.
That's a good test. Push it out. If it doesn't come back, then it failed.
So we'll see how it goes. 4.3 miles is what they say. So
Chris, did you have another question?
I had two, but I don't want to take forever.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
What kind of control do you have over the camera as far as picture profile, shutter speed, frame rates?
You've got log. Actually, on my channel, I posted up a video and I titled it "Pivot." I shot that in log and just did a bit of color grading.
Okay.
And people flipped out because I told them initially it was done by the Phantom 4 Pro. They believed it, and they loved it. They loved it. And then when I told them it was the Evo, they hate me. So.
Well, people don't like being lied to, I guess.
I know. What are you gonna do?
Is it what's the bit rate on it? Sorry, I'm a
Bit rate-
filmmaker.
bit-
This is how my
bit
brain
rate
works.
is 100 megabits. So,
No, that-
so
Okay, so that's solid. At
100
4K.
megabits, 4K, 60 FPS.
That's an 80s song. I just want to play it because anyway. Neither of you know that. How old are you? How old are you, Ken?
I'm 34, turning 35.
So you never heard that song before in your life?
Now, I listened to 80s on Spotify. Don't. Come on, man. I've got my 80s mix.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for being on and for sharing all that info with us.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. And
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Yeah, you too.
all right, I'll see you later. And I hate
See you later, guys.
See ya. I hate to run everybody through the interview lightning round here, but and I apologize to the Koch brothers. They're waiting. They're going to be great. They've sent great footage that I'm going to share of them flying the race drones around. And I wish I could fly like that. And I will one day. I swear I will one day. They're in Sweden and Norway. We're going to talk to them a little bit. Yes, Chris?
Yes, I was gonna say, when you were in Austin, we flew for a minute, little racing drone for about a minute.
Yeah, I put my Phantom up and you flew around me and did flip-de-doos and everything.
Well, we also had about 40-mile-an-hour winds, which was not helping our cause very much.
That's true. All right, so up next.
Yes.
And I have to preface this. If you have any kids watching, there won't be any language, but the subject matter could be considered violent. So just if you have kids watching, maybe, I don't know, if you're a parent that doesn't buy your kids guns, if you're not into guns, if you don't like guns, whatever, we're going to talk about guns for a minute. So they just wanted to let you snowflakes know about that. You know what I'm saying? So now
Good setup, man. Good setup.
Thank you. Now the only thing that this next thing has to do with drones is the fact that one of our community members is involved. There's so many interesting people out there, and I thought about doing a new segment like Viewer Spotlight. If you have an interesting life story or anything, please email me and let me know, because this guy, Stan Cook, you may recognize his name. He's been supporting this channel forever. You may see his comments go by in the chat, and I had no idea of the saga and the horrible trauma that he went through in 1994. So I'm going to stop this horribly happy music, and I'm going to bring Stan in. He's going to tell us a story about how he was shot 8 times with an AK-47 assault rifle and lived to tell the story. And there's a video reenactment and and photos, and it's very interesting. And I got to say that I really appreciate all the law enforcement people who happen to be watching or supporting the channel. And what you guys do every day is, oh no, what have I done? Oh no, what have I done? Oh no, what have I done? Oh no.
This is again one of those moments.
Oh no. Okay. Freaking Skype.
I don't know what you're doing, man. But
There we
you've
go.
got
I
me
know.
captivated.
It's not very user friendly. All right, let's talk to Stan Cook. Stan the Man Cook. Hopefully he'll answer the call. If I did it right. Maybe I didn't do it right. Stan. You there, buddy? Stan the Man. See, now he's calling me. Don't call me. I tell everybody this, but I'll say it again. Don't call me, because it goes to my phone. Thank you. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. It's Stan Cook.
I'm here.
Hey, welcome to the show. Thanks for taking time to talk with us. You have an amazing story. Let me say first off that I'm so glad that you're here with us.
Well, yeah, I'm glad to be here too, because I never would have found that spark last year and got my Mavic Pro Platinum now.
I'm sure that's what the doctors were thinking when they're digging out the bullets of your body. They're thinking, we got to save this guy because he's got to buy a Spark 20 years in the future.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And of course, in those days, if you saw the reenactment we did, that was
Yes.
Not high tech, but it was for those days.
Right. Now, just very quickly, give just a quick well, I'll do it. And then we can go into detail after I show the reenactment, which, and I think it's weird that they put you in the reenactment. They didn't hire an actor. It's actually him reenacting his own.
Well, who else?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Who else knew better how to do it?
I guess so. I mean, if I had to do it.
The funny thing is, that after all that, before we did the video, they had to send me to stunt school for a day.
How long after you had recovered? How long after the shooting did you do the reenactment?
Let's see. The shooting was August 31st, 1994, and I was out for 4.5 months. So it was, I guess it was like close to spring '95 or toward the end of winter.
You still had stitches, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was
doing follow-up visits.
Wow.
Doing those videos is interesting because you got squibs, you know. Well, you'll see where the bullets blow out, that squibs going out.
Okay, I got to play this. This is amazing. Now you were a motorcycle cop in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Yes.
And you were pulling over this guy for
he had a phony license.
Phony license.
Real obvious, you know. Yeah, it was a license that hadn't been used in a couple of years. So.
Okay, so I'm going to play this reenactment from that point in all its 1994 VGA glory.
And by the way, the guy in the car is also a friend of my motorcycle police officer from Honolulu, has been in films and so forth, and he passed away a couple of years ago from cancer. But just so you know,
sorry. Okay,
Chad Tang is his name. Hell of a guy.
Okay, so you're both police officers turned actors in this. Check this out. This is truly incredible.
Ione John Sinapati, high on crystal methamphetamine, was traveling in his car with a loaded AK-47 assault rifle and over $5,000 of crystal methamphetamine.
Come on, come around the corner.
What Officer Cook didn't know was that Ione John Sinapati had recently been fired from his job, divorced from his wife, and living on the beach. He was also extremely dangerous.
Hi there. Need to see your driver's license, registration, and no-fault insurance, or whatever part of that you have.
After checking with dispatch, Officer Cook found out that Ione Sinapati did in fact have a valid Hawaii driver's license. He then went to the rear of the vehicle to see how the fraud plate had been modified.
Okay, so you're going to need to sign a citation book. Oh, but I can see what's underneath the jacket. Oh, that's nothing, officer. Don't touch the gun! Don't touch the gun! Officer, not loaded! Shots fired, officer down.
Wow, Stan.
And by the way, that's the name of the book.
Officer down, shots fired.
1920 shots fired, officer down. Available on Amazon.
Oh my goodness. Is that an accurate number of rounds fired?
Yeah, he fired 20. I fired 18, hit him 15 times.
Needless to say.
With a reload.
Yeah, with a reload.
Well, I had to reload because the first 16 didn't work that well.
Oh man!
The problem here is the guy was high on crystal meth, and you know it's one of those things that he didn't know he was already fatally injured. He took 3 shots right to the head.
Wow! And here is your actual. This is actual recording of your right after you'd been hit to dispatch. What was going through your mind then? You must have thought that was it.
No. You fight too hard now.
Yeah.
If I had thought that was it, then I wouldn't even come out of the shooting. I just have to credit the Honolulu Police Department and the training we go through, because the training automatically kicks in. And after I made my call, then I said, okay, I took my gun and put it underneath the motorcycle because there were people running. I don't want anybody to pick up a gun and hurt
Right,
themselves.
right. No, I just have to say, man, you really, you see police all the time. You really don't, maybe you get pulled over by a cop, like me, I got a speeding ticket. But you never know as a police officer who's going to do what and what's going to happen. You could just jump off like that at any time.
Yeah, you don't know. This guy was he was a high school football star, had a good job, had a great wife, and crystal meth kicked in, and we wound up living in his car, and that's what drugs can do for you,
Yeah, it's a valuable lesson for the rest of us. Now, I have a few pictures here. These are actual pictures. I'll warn everybody. They're not terribly graphic, but that video was
not the morgue
no,
shots.
No, not the morgue picture.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I wouldn't do that. Absolutely not. I don't want to get flagged by YouTube for anything. But no, this first picture and this was taken by a bystander. This one here.
Actually, it was a nurse.
Okay.
That's the first. That picture there is taken about within 10-15 seconds after the shooting stopped.
Yeah, you still have your hand on calling it in.
Yeah.
Wow. And this is the weapon that he shot you with.
Yeah, it's the AK-47. Fortunately, it was a 223 round. It wasn't the big one, but still.
5.56.
Well, I mean,
5.56. But one of the things that saved me, though, actually, I shot first. I shot through the back window into it, blew his spine out right away, so he couldn't. Or otherwise, he would have climbed out the window and been all over it. But so he couldn't get out of the car, so he had to just hold the gun behind him. The stock was folded up, and he's just holding it by the handle, and he was shooting. There were shots all over the neighborhood. People's homes got holes in them. So for that part, I was lucky.
Yeah, and everybody else too. There was no collateral damage. Clearly,
No,
nobody else was hurt. That's really amazing. And thank you for being a member of our drone community and for being awesome and just for sharing your story. This is the kind of thing. This is the stuff I want to find. This is history. This is real stuff. And I'm sure out of the 55,000 subscribers that I have now, there's other interesting stories out there. So if you have an interesting story, you want to be featured.
I've got 187 subscribers.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I've been on YouTube before Google bought it.
Yeah.
And when I first started, you could do about, I think it was a 15 or 20 second video, and that's it, with no links, nothing.
I remember that.
Interesting.
I remember that. But if you're out there and you have an interesting story, please share it with me. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. We'll do another viewer feature, and yeah, just put in the subject line, "I'm interesting" or something to get my attention. Ken Heron Upload.
How do you like my studio behind me?
Oh, that's really good. Let me make it bigger here. I'm gonna show everybody your studio. That's really cool.
Wow.
Now, what software you got back there to edit with?
I mean, I'm gonna test the mic. Testing one. No, yeah, that's just a green screen. I finally figured out how to use green screen on Skype.
I know. Well, you got a multi-million-dollar studio back there. You fooled everybody.
You
Awesome.
see my YouTube drone shots up there?
I see all that, man. Awesome.
That's fun.
Stan, I have a link to you in your channel in the description, and link to the webpage that was set up to tell more about that incident.
Maybe eventually YouTube will monetize me again.
Who knows? But thank you so much for supporting the channel.
Thank you,
and
Ken.
for making
it's been
time.
Great talking to you, and I'm glad to be a member of your group too. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Stan. Appreciate it.
Hey, Chris.
Okay,
Hey, Chris.
see ya.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Wow, how about that? Isn't that incredible?
Oh, man, a bad day for my job doesn't even compare.
No, it makes you thankful that there are people out there willing to put their lives on the line as police officers. And,
running towards the danger.
Yeah, no kidding. So anyway, all right, and it's coming up on on a lighter note. In the first hour, let me see if I have anything. You know what we can do real quick? Not to transition right into the race, guys, so they don't have to follow that. Let's go ahead and I'll share this with you. We do a feature every week called "Would You Ride It?"
Oh.
And this one is called if I can find it, the Kitty Hawk Flyer. You tell me, would you ride this thing? I'll tell you a little bit about it.
Yes, I would fly that.
You would?
Oh yeah.
The Kitty Hawk Flyer
Oh.
weighs 250 pounds and sports a 10 battery-powered 10 propellers, 2 joysticks. Now it looks like Bob said mounted on a couple of pontoons so it can land in water.
Or ski down a slope.
Maybe. It's not intended for soaring very high. The maximum elevation is like 10 feet. Top speed, limited by the control system, is 20 miles an hour.
Why would you not fly that? That's awesome.
It does look pretty fun. It looks like they put a lot of work into it.
And it's smooth.
It is smooth.
I've seen a lot of guys that have done that in their backyards, like where they've just spent time kind of figuring out, the programming, the flight controllers and everything, and they're not even close to that smooth.
Right, yeah, like people that just throw propellers on a bathtub or something.
Yeah, hobbyists, they'll duct tape poles with a motor on it to a trash can and then stand in the trash can.
Right. So one of the guys that's supporting this works for Google, so they put some money into it.
They got some deep pockets.
Yeah, this is
that's cool.
The Kitty Hawk Flyer.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
Good
very
homage.
Good name, yeah.
Back to the Wright brothers.
Yeah.
Speaking of brothers.
Speaking of brothers, very good transitions there. All right, let's go ahead and while I'm doing that, you know they're raring to go now. Alexa, tell me a joke.
When do lazy horses refuse to run?
When?
Whenever they can, tear.
Oh man, that's so deep. You gotta know horses, didn't it?
What?
That's so dumb. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Knock knock.
Yeah.
Who's there? Isaiah. Isaiah who? The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you.
Alexa, stop. Good Lord. All right, now here's the thing. Okay? The two brothers are not together. One is in Sweden and the other one is Norway. I believe we're calling now, which one is this?
Goodbye, Ben.
Vigo. Hey, Vigo, welcome to the channel. Welcome, sir. Now, here's where it all falls apart, where I put a third person on Skype. Do I dare, or do I hang up with Chris? I don't want to hang up with Chris. Let's go ahead and try it. All right. Now I'm going to try to get your brother on here. What time is it where you are? And I'm sorry that you had to wait so long to be on.
It's about 3 a.m.
Uh-huh.
It's in the middle of the night.
It's oh, it is. I forgot about that. I'm a horrible person.
It's okay.
Thanks, you guys. Well, you're like 20. You can stay up all night. It doesn't even phase you.
Well, I slept for a few hours.
Yeah. All right. So, I didn't even switch over. Okay, there we go. Hey, welcome to the show. Hey. Thank you. I forced you guys to stay up so late. I'm so sorry. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so up we got the Brady Bunch squares here. We got top right, we got Noah, and then bottom we got Vigo.
And I'm Chris.
And Chris Markin. All right, so first of all, thank you for speaking English. That's wonderful. Now tell the people what you do and where you do it, and I'll get some of your videos ready.
Well, I can start.
Anytime now.
Well, basically, we fly small, very fast and agile drones. Look like this.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It's not much. And we do like racing and mainly, but we also do like freestyle or kind of more relaxing flights.
Well, this isn't so relaxing. Now this is awesome.
Me.
Yeah. Okay, is this Noah?
Yeah, that's me.
Vigo.
I'm more of a race pilot, where there is more freestyle pilot.
I want to fly like that, man. I want to do that.
So many questions right now.
How long did it take you to get this proficient?
It's hard to say, but I have been flying for 3 years. Vigo as well.
Okay.
Actually, a friend of ours, he got to my level in about 1.5 years of flying.
Oh, God, it just looks so mesmerizing.
Is this your backyard that you're just ripping through?
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool.
That is so awesome.
Dude, that's cool.
Man. Yeah, I want to do that.
What quads are you flying? You build your own?
Yeah, I flew this quad, kind of.
What frame is that?
It's a Swedish frame called Carbix Velocity.
Okay.
Because in Sweden we focus a lot on aerodynamics on the frames.
What motors do you have?
This is 2207, 2650 kV.
Okay.
This is just mesmerizing.
Yeah, and that's my video as well. That's a one-take freestyle video.
Dude.
There's no cuts in the video.
No.
Okay, I got a couple of questions about your GoPro settings.
Yeah. That one actually is not a GoPro. It's like a Foxeer box.
Okay. That's just gorgeous, dude.
Yeah, it's amazing. Gosh.
Yeah, so that's my kind of freestyle flying, but Viggo is flying more cinematic.
Yeah, I have to ask, of the two of you, who's better?
Me. Well, see ya. Good night.
Okay, we're out. Yeah, now let me go ahead and I'm gonna share some Viggo video. Let's see here. Here we go. Viggo video. Oh yeah. I think this is my favorite of the ones that you sent.
Man, Ken just picking a fight.
No, of Viggo's. Favorite of Viggo's. I have my favorites of both of you.
This was so nerve-wracking to fly
over water,
far away, and over ice.
How a range extender?
Yeah, how far away are you?
It's like 400 meters.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's far for a freestyle.
Going through the thing.
For a race climb.
Yeah. And
is that frozen? Is that frozen water?
It's super thin ice. Yeah.
Let's just enjoy a little bit of this here. Wow. What country is this?
Sweden. This is like a mile from home.
This is near your home.
Yeah.
Okay. Another reason I'm putting note to self.
Note
to self: after I visit Australia, go to Sweden. Do women in Sweden like Americans?
Actually, our sister is married to an American.
Wow.
That is gorgeous. Is this morning?
Yeah, it is.
That is
incredible.
Gorgeous.
It's quite sketchy, really, when I'm in the fog, because the fog kind of blocks the radio signal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could watch that all day. Let me go to the next video.
I love that right there, inverted. No, this is sketchy too, because you lose signal pretty quick. You lose video feed pretty quick through the trees.
Yeah.
What kind of controller?
It is analog. So.
What kind of controller are you using?
What?
What kind of controller are you using for this?
Just a regular radio.
You have it right there?
That's the one I have.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. That's
samesies.
Like this? Are we all samesies?
No, I have to come up with this one.
Huh? Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, those are nice. That's the gosh.
Spectrum X.
Now this is how can you
gosh.
Stop it now. What are you doing? That's crazy. God, were you worried at all about any of this? What happened? What do you? That's nuts.
I actually crashed many times in the making of this video. But I mean, these racing drones, they're so tough.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, it's not the consequences of a racing drone crash and a photography drone crash are vastly different.
Yeah, I didn't even change a prop.
Really?
Oh man.
And like 3 crashes.
Gosh.
Touching twigs and all that. So.
Yeah.
I could watch this for hours and hours. It's just mesmerizing. And the music
is slow flying. That's hard.
Yeah, and the music is perfect. Perfect choice on the music.
I honestly, I really think it's a matter of time before some Marvel director is going to hire a freestyle drone pilot to, like, they're going to attach a nice enough camera to a race quad in those, when they're diving buildings. It's going to be the next Spider-Man movie, or they're zipping through trees like Tarzan. It's a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. I'll put in a good word for you guys here at Hollywood.
So to create this video, how many times did you have to lift your drone off the ground?
I don't know, but I crashed about I think it was 2 flights, 2 batteries, so that's like 6 minutes of flight time, and maybe 4 crashes or something.
That's just incredible. Did I miss any super chats? Bumpkins Drones, thank you so much. Thank you very much. So, all right, now what would you guys say? Everybody's gonna see that and go, oh, I want to be a race drone flyer, and I got one here. Is this one any good? This is the Koch 1. Are you familiar with the Koch 1?
I've heard about it.
Okay, now the this is a ready-made. You guys built your own, is that right? Is that?
Yes.
Okay, so this ready-made one, people have told me that as far as the ready-made ones, this is a pretty good one. Yeah, it looks good anyway. Yeah. Okay, good. So, what kind of advice would you give people that are wanting to start out in race drones? I've been told to fly the simulator, and I haven't done that. I've just bypassed it and then I broke my camera. So, what hard lessons in the beginning have you learned that you can share with people?
When we started flying 3 years ago, it wasn't really any good simulators, so yeah, it got expensive pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of it. When you're learning and pushing the limits.
Okay, how old of a guy are you?
What?
How old are you, Viggo?
20.
You're 20. Okay. So, are you in school still? In college?
No, I graduated 1 year ago from high school.
Oh, okay.
I've been working in a warehouse for a year and going to university this fall.
Very good. And what are you gonna be when you grow up?
Engineer.
Nice.
Or product developer or something.
What about you, Noah?
Yeah, I'm 22, and the reason I live in Norway is because I moved up here for work, and I work with the race drones actually.
Oh, you do? Okay. Do you have a sponsor or anything like that? Are you?
Yeah. So both Viggo and I, we have a sponsor called Elephant, and last fall they contacted me and wanted me to work for them. So actually, I'm the one ordering in new motors and ESCs and all that stuff for the quads.
Oh, that's fantastic. And how long have you had a sponsor, and how'd that come about? Like, they just discovered you, or?
No, actually, it was like spring 2000, last year. I just sent them an email because they had no sponsored pilots. So they sponsored me first, and then Viggo as well.
That's great. And they sponsored you first, and you're like, hey, I have a brother. He flies too. What about it?
We're both awesome.
We're both awesome. Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, yeah. So you plan on, you both plan on trying to do this for a living?
I think, yeah, I'm doing it more like recreational, but right now it's racing season, and I don't do much besides work, so why not?
Okay. Well, fantastic. And thank you guys for taking time, staying up late, speaking English, being polite. It's fantastic. I really appreciate it. Now, before I let you go, I'm going to play another video. And the reason why I know about the Koch brothers here is because of our pal Matthias Allring.
Yeah.
He's the backwards flying genius. And I have a video here where you all got together and made video magic. I just want to play this again. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that was so much.
Dude, what?
Yeah, Chris, you haven't seen this?
No.
Yeah, Matthias is flying backwards, and these two chase him. And it's in slow motion.
flying my Mavic Air backwards to be able to capture the action behind me in slow motion. It just amazes me how they can intercept my drone to a distance where I can spot a lens flare in their camera, all in just a few seconds.
Yeah. Watch this
Did
part.
y'all make contact?
Almost, I think.
Look at that.
Chasing me in this
Watch
video
this.
are the Koch brothers, two of Sweden's best drone racing pilots.
That is awesome.
God, it looks like CGI.
That is so sick. Oh, come on. Right? Really?
Yeah, it gets better. Huh? Hang on. Watch this. Just incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I apologize to you guys. I Americanized your name. It's the Koch. Is that how you say it? Your name?
Yeah, I think that's.
I made it.
Maybe how it
I
should
made
be
it worse.
pronounced.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, actually, about this video, it's kind of funny because we met Matthias because I was giving him a race drone that I brought from the company where I work. So the whole video I shot on just one battery.
Oh wow!
It's like 3 minutes.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Now
it's really improvised, actually.
Yeah, that's great that you guys got together. So much talent all in one spot, and the video turned out wonderful. And I hope that it gets millions and millions of views. Yes.
Where can we find this video?
On,
go ahead.
Yeah, on Matthias' channel. Matthias Alring.
Yes.
I'll ask Ken later.
Yeah, I'll put a link. I don't think I put a link to that in the description, but I will. As soon as the show's over, I'll put a link. Is there anything else you guys would like to push or promote before we let you go?
Yeah, I could say something about like when you're learning to fly a race quad. Yeah, it's in the nature to crash, so you just need to crash all the time. But a good thing is to get a quad or a model that's durable.
Mm-hmm. So
just fly the simulator and just fly in real life and crash, and then you learn and you get better.
Right. I mean, if you don't, it's like the radio business. If you work in radio and you haven't been fired at least half a dozen times, you're not a pro. You got to fail to win. That's what I say. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to promote? A YouTube channel, a website, a product, a book, anything? Is there any ladies you'd like to say hi to? Nothing.
No, like so we have our separate YouTube channels. So
there's link in the description.
Cinematic stuff, and I have more like racing and just raw freestyle, I guess.
Very good. Awesome. Thank you guys so much again for staying up. It's got to be 4 a.m. there, so I'll let you go nighty night. Yeah.
Did I say that? That was my Swedish word. While you were talking, I googled some Swedish.
What did it say it again, Chris?
Is it God Morgan? Did I say that?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Good morning. Yeah.
That's good morning. Okay.
I translate.
How do you say "buh" and "bye" in Swedish?
What did you say?
Buh and bye.
Like hey då.
Okay then. Yeah. Thank you guys, and a good night. I'm gonna hang up on Noah first, and then I'm gonna hang up on your brother. Bye, brother. All right.
Bye.
See ya. Bye. Weren't they awesome?
That was ridiculously cool.
Yeah.
I need to get out and fly.
I need to learn a second language. That's what I need to do. But I'm an old dog and I can't learn new tricks at this point.
I can't help you with Swedish.
Okay, so much other stuff to share. I did want to say I got a visit from a viewer named Bob McCarthy. This is the picture we
Okay.
took as he visited me here at the Big Red Barn. Bumpkins Drones, thank you so much for the £5 super chat. Just got it right now.
It's nice 5 o'clock shadow you got there.
Oh yeah, I didn't show you. Yeah, I didn't want to show you. I didn't show you. He has a question. Can I go higher than 400 feet when I'm filming the side of a mountain? Can please me tell the mountain? Yes, of course you can. But always check the sectional charts. Check the sectional charts because sectional charts and airspace will supersede any kind of FAA rule on height restrictions. Yes, Chris.
Mm-hmm. No.
I thought you were like, I have a question.
No, that looks like this.
Oh,
this
okay.
This was.
Okay, great.
Spot on, buddy.
All right, and gonna give this away here in just a second. This stuff, Mavic Pro Prize Pack. Somebody else sent a picture in of how they watch the show. This is, a nice beer, a nice Pilsner, and you watch the show. That's BK, and it's some kind of name with too many vowels next to each other. It's BK. Anyway, you know who you are, and thank you very much for sending that. You know, I haven't gotten any snail mail in a while. Any actual... No mail, no letter packages. Here's my address if you want to send anything. And I encourage you, if you're in the UK or in Europe somewhere, if you can, send me some foreign candy.
Ooh, put my address up there too, Candy.
Yeah.
Put my address up there too.
Have you've been in other lands and tried the
Yes.
candy, right? It's always
I
so.
have.
It's like instead of Kit Kat, it's this. Instead of a Milky Way, it's this. And more often than not, it's better than American candy.
Well, you know, a lot of times what'll happen is I'll see it and I'll think, oh, that must be similar to something
Right.
I know. And
Right.
it's never that way. And usually that's a good thing. Like it's a lot of fun because you never know what you're getting.
That's right. Yeah, we need to start a candy exchange program. You send me candy, I'll send you American candy.
This is why you've got 54,000 subs.
Get out of here. It's 55. Anyway, who's counting? Who's counting? Anyway.
I am specifically.
Yeah, no. All right, I got another picture here. 2 more. Did you know that I have a drone in Israel?
I did not.
I do. Bam.
Swing that.
It's the Heron TP.
Ooh.
It's an Israeli drone, and it's called the Heron, and it's cool.
Check you out.
Yeah, well, you know how I do.
Did they send you a plaque or a flag or anything?
Nothing. They sent me a controller, and I've been moving it around, and I don't know where the drone's going, but I have the controller, so I hope it's okay. And then I checked my analytics for YouTube, and something incredible happened. Drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like I'm getting more ladies. Look at that.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was mostly like 99% dudes, and then here come the ladies. Oh yeah, everybody. Oh, what a night. All right, gonna get flagged for that.
It would have been nice to monetize, but
Yeah, well, who cares? But thank you, ladies, if you're watching. If there's any female types watching right now, please chat and let me know. Say, I'm a lady. Just say it like that.
This ought to be interesting. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and give a prize away. Let's give a prize away.
And I'm not eligible, right? You specifically pointed that out to me a couple times.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry about that. I apologize. It's very simple. If you want to...
Oklahoma Droner, probably the same girl with 10 accounts.
Oh, do we have a lady? Freewell sent this stuff. It's for the Mavic Pro. We got a great view tablet mount. You can see how you put it on your controller there. You can make a big screen. And then we got one of this remote control hood thing. And if you don't want to buy a $10,000 Crystal Sky, you can just make yours brighter like that. And then we got this Freewell t-shirt. Thank you so much, Freewell, for sending this stuff. So, prize pack. Here's how that works. Just be the first in the chat, and you'll have to help me, Chris.
Okay.
But you won't know the answer, so I'll be the only one who knows the answer. Okay. The first one to correctly tell me which one of my videos this still is from. Just need the title of the video, first person to get that. Bumpkins Drones, thank you so much for that. We call it Rock in UK. I will send you some goodies from Wales and some Welsh dragon flags. Ken, we love your teaching videos. Okay, cool, yeah. Thank you so much. The candy exchange program's already begun. So just the first person to chat the name, and we're not going to wait around for that to happen. I'll go ahead and figure that out afterwards. What's that?
I was just reading the comments.
Well, I mean, at this point, there's like a 10-minute lag. You know, notice that the candy thing came up 2 minutes after we're talking about, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Because I've got it going over here too, the streaming, and so I'm going, oh, well, then I said that, and then it's there.
Yeah, and I can tell you, there's been people that have been pretty close. What is the title of the video that this still is from?
Can I ask some questions about it?
Sure.
Is the shirt he's wearing at all indicative of the location that you're at?
No.
Okay. Well,
CBJ Productions asked me how my back is. My back's fine. In fact, I'm trying to put it behind me. I'll see you, because you know how we do. All right then. Bye-bye now. Okay.
Anyway, I do actually have another question for you, Ken.
Oh yeah. Okay, tell me about it. Yeah.
Do you remember that show we were doing here? Your show specifically.
Oh, that's right.
Are we looking at videos prior to the presidential election?
I don't know. Nobody got it yet. Look. It's already gone 90 minutes. We can't. I will check later. If you know it, you know it. Then you'll win this stuff. By the way, anybody that does a $10 super chat, if you want any of these sticker things, I've got vanilla and chocolate Heron Aerial logo sticker things, decals, for $10 super chat. And then I got eyeballs that are guaranteed to keep the birds away from your drone. I got chocolate, vanilla, and Mavic size, teeny weeny, but limited. I've got about 3 of these left, so if you want one, order soon. So I did want to show a video that is pretty amazing, and I'm you know I can fly a drone all right, but I'm jealous as to the way this guy flew this. This is, and maybe you've seen it. It's becoming very popular on the YouTubes. Have you seen the guy that followed the military train?
I have not seen that.
Okay.
Sounds illegal.
I don't know if it's done in this country.
Maybe a little sketchy.
I can go higher than you. All right.
Much?
All right, now this is from Stephen Conroy, and I'm trying to find it. Dennis Love Lady, I want a white heron. You got it. If you want any of these decals, make sure you email me here and remind me, because I'm stupid and I forget stuff. Say, hey, Kim, dum-dum, remember I gave you a super chat? And I got to say, I do my mailings about once every 2 weeks, so please don't be upset if it doesn't come right away. And also, don't be upset if I don't reply to your email. Okay, I'm so scatterbrained, but I do read every single one. Okay, this train, this is just wonderful, and there's a link to the full video. The full video is a lot longer and uses a different music, so I jazzed this up a little bit, but check this out. This is amazing. This is the SMFKB military train heading into San Luis Obispo, California after training exercises at Camp Roberts. This is by Stephen Conroy. Doesn't it look like a model train?
It really does. So many questions.
Yeah. Now, I advise everyone, when they're filming stuff, don't get too high. You got to get close to stuff to get to the... Yeah, I know, right? You got to wonder where this guy is because he's flying backwards. Now, I tell everybody, get close, get a lot of detail in your lens.
Holy crap!
Yeah. You think he got close enough?
Well, considering I can see the rivets, that's...
Yeah. The only thing that I would suggest would make this any better at all was if he had filmed it at 60 frames a second, because you can tell it's 30 frames a second. But it's still awesome. If things are going by this fast, Chris, you'll agree with me, you'll want to use a higher frame rate.
And play it back at like 40%.
Yeah.
Get some of that. I'm a big 24 person, but yes, when fast stuff, 60 is...
Right, because it gets that funny... But look at this. Where is he? Is he on the mountain? Very nice.
In the next county.
Yeah, isn't that fantastic?
That was awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen Conrad. I appreciate that. And wow, yes, let me see if there's anything else I forget. Next week on the show, hopefully, we've been email missing each other. Bill Nichols, we're gonna try again next week. Bill Nichols, he's got his own drone channel. And I gotta play one more thing. You know, the FAA has a new recurrent testing standard for the Part 107 test, and it's coming around the time where people are going to need to retest.
For the first time.
For the first time, and mine comes up in September. How long have you had yours?
I can't. That's a good question. I think I'm at 2. I think it's 3 years, right? That you have to renew. Is that right?
Every 2 years. Yep.
Oh, I better double check.
You better double check, man. If you thought it was 3
right here.
Oh, let's find out. Has it already expired?
Where is that thing?
Has it expired?
Can't find it. I legitimately can't find it.
Wah. Anyway, while he's looking for that, I'll share this with you. This is a PDF. There's a link to this PDF in the description here. Now, it's really, it's very simple. It's all, the FAA makes things so easy for you. So it's very clear and concise and simple and brief. It's very brief. You can see how brief it is here. This is all just bullet points, really. It's a Reader's Digest version. You don't have to really pay attention much. That's it. It's nothing really to worry your pretty little head about here. So anyway, yeah. So, have you expired?
I can't find that thing. I'm legitimately concerned now.
Really? You don't have it in your wallet?
It's always in my wallet. I don't know why it's not in my wallet.
I've got mine like, instead of pictures of children, I've got mine like on standby.
Well, the thing that concerns me is that I've been going out on jobs thinking that was in my wallet. So now I'm a little more concerned. What did I do with that thing?
Chris, do you even have a Part 107 certification?
Yes, the 2-hour drive to the testing center was definitely ingrained.
All right, very good. Well, let's move on while he searches for that to the viewer video of the week.
Please be me.
Yes.
Please be me.
This is from a guy in Scotland with the most Scottish name ever. I'm going to ruin the Scottish accent, but his name is Roddy McLean. That's almost as Scottish as Angus McBride. His name is Roddy McLean, and he writes, Dear Ken, a bit of random email here. I just wanted to say I really enjoy your YouTube channel. Imagine I'm doing it with an accurate Scottish accent.
Oh, please try.
Really?
Oh, please.
No.
Crying out loud, mate.
There you go. I had a morning show partner. He couldn't do accents at all, like even a little bit. I did a fake Scottish accent in a McDonald's drive-thru once and got the girl's number because she thought I was Scottish. Yeah, but that was years ago. I'm not going to try it. No.
Foreign and exotic.
Yeah, I don't want to make Scottish people cringe. Anyway, he says, I get a lot of enjoyment from the interesting things you capture with your drones over there in the States. I'm a 33-year-old dad of 2, husband to my wife, and live in the Scottish Highlands near Loch Ness.
Oh.
And I recently purchased a DJI Phantom 4 Pro and have been out practicing whenever the weather allows. A major downside living in the Scottish Highlands, as you know, it rains a lot. So I've never done video, blah, blah, blah. Thanks again. Keep up the good work with your own videos. They are being watched over the world. And by kind regards, Roddy McLean. And he sent me 3 videos of 3 different castles. And what I did is I put a little castle montage together. So you like castles, don't you, Chris?
I do. It's a goal to live in one day.
What's that?
I have a goal to live in one day.
In a castle?
Why
Well, hey,
not?
who wouldn't? Anyway, this is
Think
3...
of all the good footage.
Yeah, and the ghosts of nights past.
Found it.
Oh my goodness, you did! You found it! Yay, Chris! When does it expire?
I forgot to put in this little sleeve thing.
When's the expiration date?
That's a good question. Date of issue.
Last week.
No, 8th of February 2017. So
Okay,
year
you're
and a
good.
half.
You're good.
I
You're
got
good. Okay. Whew, I'm glad we got that out of the way. Okay, this is from Roddy McLean. These are 3 Scottish castles. Enjoy. It's the viewer video of the week.
That is gorgeous.
Isn't it? They got all the best stuff over there.
Ugh. Make me sick.
Yeah. What do we have? Old storage units?
Anything old here is made out of wood.
Or just 200 years old? That's it. You know, unless it's American Indian stuff. For a new guy, he's done a lot of very cinematic things.
He's got a natural eye, because that's awesome shot composition.
And to wait for the light, you know, the golden hour here really plays well with the stone on the side of the castle.
Look how much depth he's got with those mountains in the background.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. Is it Phantom 4?
Yes. Phantom 4 Pro Plus. Look at that.
Yes.
Yes. Good job, Roddy. Do your Scottish. Do your Scottish accent.
That was great, mate.
Wasn't that great? I think you'll impress all the gaddles. Okay, well, thanks everybody for watching the show. We're gonna tap it up now. If you enjoyed the show, please tell people about it. You know, that's nice. I appreciate that. Go and please subscribe to Chris, his channel. It's awesome. Chris Rollins, you got a lot of good stuff. You put a lot of work into your videos. I think you should have more subscribers.
Thank you very much. I filmed 3 videos this week that I decided not to upload because I just didn't like them when I put them together.
See, there you go. That's the kind of work that he puts into his stuff. Me, I'll film any old thing, put it up, and hope people like it. But him, he's very discerning. He won't just put up garbage.
Tell my wife, like, although that time I was out shooting, she was like, "Oh, and you got nothing to show for it. Good job, good job, babe."
That's good that she's
keep that YouTube thing going.
She's
Good
supporting you. That's nice of her. That's good.
Actually, she's very sweet.
She is very sweet.
Please don't.
Bumpkins drones again. 5 pound.
That's like $750 American.
Yeah. Oh, is the exchange rate that bad? That's sad. Sad. That's the only impression I'll ever do. We have many castles here in Wales, and a lot are banning people from getting too close, like above around the walls. Now that makes sense, I guess. You don't want to. Well, you don't want a drone. You don't want it to knock down the castle. Some of them are just being held together with a prayer. But
you know that 3,000-year-old castle out of stone. Come on. And I'm not saying that to you.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
board of directors of the Castle Company.
Oh, before we go, I gotta let everybody know that we finally have the large size shirts available. I've got them in 2X and 3X. So if you're a bigger fella,
that was an amazing Instagram post, by the way.
What?
Oh,
me and
so
my
good.
I wanted to make it look like, you know, hey, we got the big ones now. So yeah. So if you haven't joined me on Instagram, please do. I think it's
he's a good follow.
Ken.
He's a good follow.
I don't put a lot of junk. I don't take a picture of my food or anything and put on there like people do, right? Just interesting stuff.
Yeah, no,
I put
you're
my
right.
dog
You're not a
once in a
foodie.
while.
You're not doing gym selfies.
I don't have any kids to bother you with. Hey, here's my kid that looks like my other kid.
I really do wish you had more like pictures of you in yoga pants with like an inspirational quote. That would really bring it together.
Oh, you got it. You got it. I'll flip through my New Age book and start getting some quotes out of it.
You're welcome, everybody.
Okay.
You are welcome.
Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for subscribing. There's a lot of links in the description, including Jeff Still's news report. I know he'd want me to get that in there. Jeff Sills, what am I saying? Jeff Sills. It's not Stills. Jeff Sills' news report. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a link, and you can get all the news that he sweats over. He sweats over a hot computer every week to get these drone stories for you, and it's all in one place. Just click on that, bookmark it, and you'll find it. Is there anything that you would like to share, Chris, before we make like a baby and head out?
I don't think so. I mean, is there anything that in my life that you know about that I should share?
I don't know much about your life except your headphones are green, and
that's true.
And you wear a T-shirt well.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Reading
Supporting
Rainbow.
the homeschool crowd.
Now, is that a remake or is that an actual period shirt?
No, it's not vintage. This is an Amazon purchase. But you know,
the vintage one will have moth holes in it and everything.
I bought a vintage car today.
What kind of car?
I bought an 85 300 ZX.
You did?
Yeah.
I had a 2006 300 ZX. Oh, no, 96. 96.
I was gonna say a 2006.
Yeah, 96. 96.
350.
It's like one of the last years. Yeah, and I, not to get off topic, but and you're a car guy. I put nitrous in it.
Yeah. Nice.
and it didn't bode well.
I just need the AC to come on. That's all I need.
I raced a guy one time and blew the engine up. Anyway, that's another story. So many regrets in life. Before we go, Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why did the toilet paper cross the road?
Why?
Because it was on a roll.
See, now that's not that bad.
That was the best one we've heard tonight.
And on that note, thanks again, Chris, for sitting in for Dana. Dana promises that he will be back next week. Bumpkins Drones, you just got to stop with the poundage. He's pounding me. Another one. Goodbye, Ken. Who do you think will be America's Got Talent this year? Don't care, don't watch. But thank you very much. Appreciate it. I hate reality shows.
King of random right there.
Yeah.
King of random, Bumpkin.
This is the awkward part where we say goodbye, and I gotta click that one, and then I say goodbye to us, and then I click that. But then we gotta bring it back over here. Oh wait.
Am I still alive?
No, you're still here. But I forgot. Went the whole show without razzmatazz. Let's soak it up.
So I'm still seeing myself. Am I on? Am I live?
Okay, now there's nothing. Now we got this. Now we got to put this there, and then one of these, and then we say buh, and bye.
Bye.
enjoy pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky, the kettle like a processed meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky, a kettle like a processed meat. Yeah. That was so funny.